When you need a message that will leave your audience feeling good, but also equipped to take action toward real change, Valorie Burton is your solution.
Now, some of you are sitting there and you're going, look, Valorie, I like this meaning thing, this idea of purpose, but my mission is not bringing joy to people. I don't just skip around the office. How are you today? Some of you are saying that, and that's okay. Because, you know, some of you bring joy, and others of you just bring everybody back down to earth.
She is easy to work with and aims to make sure you look good to your audience and your organization.
I thought it was marvelous and inspiring. I really enjoyed her presentation. It was really, really good.
Valorie Burton was a queen to work with. She was right on target for our audience.
She's been featured in and on CNN, NPR, the Los Angeles Times, Oprah Magazine, Essence, and hundreds of others.
People walk away with something that they need to do. So it's a challenge. It's not, okay, I came, I heard, I got this information, but now I'm accountable.
Well, Heather, I'm so glad that you're able to take some time. I know
Valorie Burton is a sought-after personal and executive coach who has served clients in 40 states and 7 foreign countries.
Valorie was my coach. She has the best demeanor for zeroing in on what exactly your issue is in the nicest way.
My father took me and a friend of mine on a ski trip. My friend Christy and I decided, okay, we're going to take the little ski lessons and then we'll go up on the bunny slopes. After we took our lessons, we're riding up on the ski lift, and the whole time I'm thinking, okay, when we get close, there's going to be like a little push of the ski lift, and I'm going to get off, and the lift got to the spot. Christy got up. I looked on in amazement. And I thought, oh my gosh, I missed it. There is no push. It's just when it's time, you'll get up. What I'm saying to you is that your fear is not an excuse not to move forward.
Valerie's refreshing message about resilience inspires thousands. Whether she's talking about bouncing back from setbacks, managing an overloaded schedule, or getting unstuck, the message is energetic, practical, and rooted in solid research.
Be fruitful and productive, not busy. What I've been talking about this afternoon is not that you shouldn't have a full life, but if it's full, it should be purposeful. It should be filled with the things that matter to you.
She is the author of 5 books published by Random House, and Success Magazine named one of those books one of the top 25 must-read success books.
I love the book, but seeing her and actually getting to meet her, she's so full of life.
She has a master's degree in the pioneering field of applied positive psychology from the University of Pennsylvania and postgraduate resilience training through the University of Pennsylvania's Penn Resiliency Program.
I thought I was a pretty good writer because when I was in the 2nd grade, Miss Johnson told my parents, Valorie is a good writer. And I believed her. When I was in graduate school, I had a professor, Dr. Gail Workman. And Dr. Workman would return my reports with all of this red ink on them. And I went up to her after class. I said, Dr. Workman, I noticed that you keep giving me, C's and B's on these papers, and I'm a good writer. All my other professors have given me very good grades. Could you let me know what's the problem here? She said, Valorie, she said, you write with really big words. And she said, you're studying to be a journalist. I don't need impressive words. I need something simple, easy to understand. What was so interesting for me in that is that as she began to shape and mold me, I actually became a much better writer. I thought I was good before, but Dr. Workman stretched me. And if we can relax and take a deep breath and say, I might be good, but I could be better if I'm willing to accept the constructive criticism that comes along.
She's very open, she's very personable. Really make sure you let her know what you want and what you're looking for, and she will tailor and give you exactly that.
Hundreds of organizations have brought Valorie in to speak at events, including American Airlines, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Union Pacific, Northwestern Mutual, the Environmental Protection Agency, FDIC, O Magazine, and Toyota.
Physical clutter really does have an impact on your mental space, your mental clutter. Some of you, if I asked you for a ride home, you would tell me, Valorie, I'd love to do that, but I don't want you to see my car.
You know, when she talked about uncluttering your life, that's really important for me because there's, you know, you just look at my car and it's like, oh my God.
It's really neat when you find somebody that has really found their meaning, their purpose, and I really enjoyed her story about her mother.
I was on the phone with my mother. I would talk to her almost every day. And while I'm talking to her, she just very suddenly said, oh, my head. By the time I got there, she'd already slipped into a coma. A blood vessel had burst in her brain. She had emergency brain surgery and lost all of her physical abilities. In the middle of all that, I knew that I needed to be attending to her. And that's when I went back to purpose. I realized my purpose wasn't just what I did on the platform. That me inspiring people to live fulfilling lives was now a unique divine assignment that I was doing for my mother as she recovered.
You want your event to be a hit. So does Valorie. She will spend time weeks prior to the event meeting with you to ensure she understands your needs and the needs of your audience so she can customize her message.
She doesn't just bring a canned presentation to our organization. What she was able to do was to really customize a presentation to meet the needs of our industry.
If you want a speaker who will have your audience buzzing long after the event is over, book Valorie Burton. She is a frequently requested speaker and her schedule fills up quickly. Call today to reserve the date for your event, and rest assured, she will go above and beyond to make your great event even better.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the plan. If you're looking to land a job, then you know the importance of a good resume, but it's just as important that something that might get overlooked doesn't get overlooked, and that's your clothing.
That's right. What you wear says a lot about you. Here to tell us how you can use clothing to reach your goals both professionally and personally, Laura Rubeli, an image consultant. Good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so cool. This is perfect for me.
This is a great segment. Yes. Why is image so important?
You know what? Our image is how we project ourselves to the world. We always want to give off a polished appearance. Whether we realize it or not, how we dress sends silent messages.
So we don't want to send silent messages. We want to send loud and proud messages that
exactly.
I'm ready, I'm here.
Absolutely.
And that translates into your work life because
it translates into confidence.
Emotion.
Exactly.
Also.
People see on the outside what you're wearing, and if you look polished and well put together, well dressed, people assume that you're educated, they assume that you're credible, they assume that you're financially stable. Whereas if you're dressed down, you don't get that credibility. And you never want to be passed over where somebody doesn't want to get to know you based on the clothes that you're wearing.
Yeah.
You always want to look polished.
So you do style evaluations for people.
I do style evaluations.
Perfect.
Which
what
is
this?
Very helpful because what it does is it takes the guesswork out of dressing. I let you know, I analyze you, your body type, your color, and your personality, and that way you never have to worry if something looks good on you, what's going to fit you. I am there to help you with that. Take all the guesswork out. I give you your rules, everything that you should be following, and that way you always portray confidence. You always know that you look great.
And sometimes if you're asking someone for an opinion, like let's say, does my butt look fat in this?
Yeah, you know what?
Someone might lie. You want the truth.
Right, and you know what?
Tell them.
And I'm going to teach you how to highlight the positive and delete the negative. So if you think that your butt looks fat, okay, we're not going to concentrate on your butt. We're going to concentrate on up here and make that focus go up here. We're going to make that go away.
And so if you're short, you can help them maybe
I will teach you how to elongate your legs. I will teach you all that kind of stuff. That's what I do.
Color is so important
Color
too.
is so important. If you are not wearing the right colors for you, you are going to look washed out. You're going to look tired. Have you ever had somebody say to you, oh my God, I can't, you know what, you look so tired today.
Yeah,
you got 12 hours sleep last night?
Yeah.
Right, it's because you're in the wrong colors. It's because the colors don't complement your skin and your hair and your eyes. So you always want to be aware of being in your right color palette.
So
go ahead.
You can teach people how to do that.
I can teach people how to do that.
By working with them.
Absolutely.
I'm not very good with the color palette situation. See, the one thing that you said that I like is you like matching people up with clothing that also fits their personality.
Yeah, that's very important too.
Of course,
also
'cause you don't
the
wanna be stuffy.
image that you want to portray is also very important. So if you want to look more authoritative, if you want to look more approachable, there are ways we can do that as well, mixing in your personality.
Will you actually go out shopping with the person?
Absolutely.
All right, good.
Absolutely. The first thing we do is a closet analysis or a wardrobe analysis. We go through your whole entire closet. We let you know what's working for you and what's not and
what's
why.
going to Goodwill.
And what's going to Goodwill. There's plenty of good charities out there.
In your experience, do the women or the men tend to hang on to clothes that we should be getting rid of?
Women hold on to so many things for so many emotional reasons. We hold on to things in our closet because we wore it to our christening, our baby's christening, we wore it to a wedding. You know what? They don't need to be hanging in your closet anymore. We have a picture of ourselves in them. We can get rid of it. Let's move on.
Okay, I want to ask you this. Okay, if you haven't worn it in a year or two or three,
it's time to get rid of it.
It is time to
It's time to get rid of it. Absolutely. And if it doesn't fit your life today, it's time to get rid of it.
Amen.
Like those workout clothes that are hanging out in there and you haven't worked out in 10 years, it's time to get rid of those.
You know, you have those jeans in all kinds of sizes. You're like, oh, it's my fat period, it's my thin period.
We're going to archive those. We're going to take them out of your closet so that you can't see them, so that you have clothes in there that are going to fit your life today.
Now, here's the thing. People are, their money's a little bit tight. We don't have to be going into the most expensive stores.
No, you know what? Actually, this is not about, money has nothing to do with it. It's about style. It's about dressing well. It's about fitting your body type. It doesn't take a lot of money to dress well. It just takes knowing what your body type and your coloring is. It doesn't matter where you shop.
You're not walking around saying, those $400.
Oh, God, no. No, I'm all about Marshalls and TJ.
Amen, girlfriend. All right.
Yes, and Ross.
And Ross, okay? If it fits your body and your color, that's going to look better on you than that $400 dress that you got in some retail store. I mean, really, it's true.
Okay, so you're based right here in Vegas. Tell us about
Vegas.
your offer for Morning Blend
You know what?
viewers.
If you've seen me on the Morning Blend, you get a free consultation. Call me, email me, Facebook me.
I saw you on the Morning Blend. Can I call you?
Call me.
I want your help too. It's just fun, just to get a second opinion, because
a real second opinion, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, not a fake one.
Exactly.
You want it to be real.
Once you hire me, it's the truth, and you know what? You will feel so much more confidence knowing that you're out there in the world and what you're wearing fits you.
And like you said, we're hanging on to things that we should be getting rid of, and that means it's clogging up your mind.
It's clogging up your mind. It's clogging up your closet. When you walk in your closet in the morning, you can't see through all the clutter.
You're going to be on Annie's Hoarders if you keep it up.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We don't want to be on Hoarders.
Laura, it's great having you here.
Thank you. It was so much fun to be here.
Yes, definitely, and we will definitely be in touch.
I am going to need it, girlfriend.
Okay, again, Laura is offering Morning Blend viewers a free consultation if you mention you saw her on the show. For more information, check out her website or call her at the number you see right there on your screen. And remember, you can see the segment again at vegasmorningblend.com. Do you like this color?
It's gorgeous. Girlfriend, it makes you look radiant.
Next on the Morning Blend, it's